Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, the 2nd of April, 2018. Happy Monday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And I think we have a couple friends of Mozilla for this week. So I want to, let's get right down to business. All right. Thanks to all our fabulous contributors who landed web extensions code in Firefox 60. There's an add-ons blog post that covers some of the things that they've landed. And I want to just quick run through these names. It's going to be a big thank you to Tim, Oriel, Richard, Prathikisha, there we go, Vinikus, Vivek, Zhangi, Connor, DW Dev, Bogdan, and Dylan. Thank you so much for your awesome contributions, improving the extensions ecosystem and the add-ons website. And thank you to all the tech speakers been out and about in the last few weeks, to all the FOSS Asia participants who were in Singapore earlier in March, Deepesh, Flaki, Pooja, Robert, Trishul, and Vigneshwar. Big thanks also to Daniele, Eugenio, Flaki, Gabriele, Kiki, Ram, and Shristika, who give talks in Italy, Indonesia, India, and Germany as we wrapped up March. So the tech speakers really rocked all Q1, and they've just been everywhere and talking about great stuff, and we could not appreciate them more. Thank you very much. And lastly, but not leastly, thank you to everyone who has spent the last 20 years running Mozilla's mission to make the web a free and accessible place open for everyone. This Saturday was the 20th anniversary. We'll be commemorating it in the office with a special dessert. And if you are not in an office, you can expect to see one of these fabulous stickers arrive at your location relatively shortly. So thanks to everyone, and happy birthday to Mozilla! One more year, and it will drink. All right. And some events this week. Tuesday, tomorrow, there's Web Extensions APIs Triage, which helps us determine what sorts of new capabilities we're going to be adding to the extensions APIs in Firefox. This is the great extension triage meeting where you can advocate for those or learn about what's coming. And that is at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I love these little links that let you plug in your current time zone and figure out exactly when that is for you. And if you're interested in the extensions ecosystem, you may also be interested in the add-ons Good First Bugs Triage, which is on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Like I said, you can click these links for more information and click these links to figure out when that is in your time zone. And then next week, we have a monthly speaker series event, and that is next Thursday, the 12th of April, at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and 7 p.m. in Central Evening time in Europe. And that is data protection in the EU, what's changing with GDPR. Perhaps you've heard of GDPR. It is a wide-ranging privacy law set to take effect in the European Union, but because of the way the European Union has written this, it affects everyone who interacts with them. And so that's going to have wide-ranging effects all throughout the tech industry about how we handle and store user data. And you can learn about that. There can be actually a panel as opposed to an individual speaker. And we've got a bunch of folks. We've got the Chief Innovation Officer at, oh goodness, Wirtschaftswoche? Yeah, anyone? Anyone speaks a little bit German? Okay, Vitas Voka, thank you. An expert on digital topics. They will be moderating, Leah will. And we got Stefan from the Federal Agency of Civic Education, Dirk Heiteprime from the Director of Government Relations at BlackBerry Europe, and Dr. Niklaus Lindner from the Director of Government Relations in Germany and the European Economic Council at eBay, who takes care of all legal and socio-political issues of the online marketplace in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. So a bunch of really knowledgeable folks are going to be talking about the GDPR and really what it means and how Mozilla can be more ready. You should absolutely check that out. All right, I'm going to refresh just to see if anyone snuck onto the calendar. Okay, and with that, we have a handful of speakers today, starting with Craig and Eugene talking about the Gigabit portfolio. Hello.
Hello, Mozilla. How are you doing?
We are doing all right. Oh, you may be muted or very, very softly volumed.
All right. Can you hear me?
Very faintly.
Is this better?
Just make sure you speak quite loudly. Yeah.
All right. Hello, Mozilla. My name is Craig Worrell. I'm part of the Mozilla Gigabit Community Fund team, and I'm joining you today from Eugene, Oregon. We at the Gigabit Community Fund have the privilege of working closely with educators and technologists to fund projects that leverage gigabit speed connectivity for a range of education and workforce development projects that are helping our cities and the internet become more healthy, inclusive, and innovative. Today, Mozilla is awarding $280,000 to community technologists who are leveraging gigabit internet for good. We're providing grants to 14 projects in 5 American cities. Grants range from $10,000 to $30,000 and are part of a partnership between Mozilla and the National Science Foundation. These pilot projects are extremely diverse and include a virtual reality experience that shows firsthand the drastic effects of climate change in Lafayette, Louisiana, an interactive Python curriculum for students in low-income school districts in a collaboration between Austin, Texas, and Eugene, Oregon, a Lola-enabled puppet theater across Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Kansas City that uses internet-connected robotic puppets, 3D printing, and other emerging technologies to teach history in local classrooms, and a program that empowers underserved high school students to become environmental watchdogs with the help of advanced mapping software here in Eugene, Oregon. And we invite you to learn more about these projects and view our brand new video through the link in the wiki. And best friend applications for myself can be submitted at craig@mozillafoundation.org. Thank you so much, and Gigabit Team for life.
Congratulations to everyone. I'm sorry, we have the game turned up. Congratulations to everyone who received a grant, and looking forward to see what comes of all those things. And next here in Mountain View, we have Kadir talking about the Emerging Technologies Weekly Update.
All right. So I have 3 updates. First one. Mozilla, as a founding member of the Alliance for Open Media, was part of last week's excitement around the announcement of the 1.0 specification of the AO Media AV1 video codec. That included Nathan Egg. Yeah, exactly. Finally. Waited a long time for that. So that announcement included Nathan Egg from our AV1 video codec team participating in an introduction to AV1 webinar with Bitmovin for over 500 registrars, including CEOs, CTOs, and other decision makers. And AV1, as a reminder, is an open, royalty-free technology that unleashes the highest quality video for creators and consumers on the web and in devices. Royalty-free is a big deal, as today's mainstream video systems, including browsers, depend on proprietary tools that incur hundreds of millions of dollars annually in licensing fees. And we've had AV1 support in Firefox Nightly since last summer, and we are looking forward to more news from software, hardware, and video entertainment partners, including the upcoming National Association of Broadcasters show, where we will be sharing a booth with Bitmoving. Second item that I have here is the most recent issue of Net Magazine, the #1 print publication for web designers in the world, has not 1 but 2 cover stories with ties to Mozilla. The first one is an article, the first one is an article by Florian Scholz on our MDM browser compatibility project. And a quick reminder, we are moving the browser compatibility data to a machine-readable format to build all kinds of awesome on top of it. It's the first story that we have in that magazine, and the second story is actually a cover feature on augmented reality that directly relates to Blair McIntyre's blog post on A-Painter. What's that? Although we're not featured in the story. Well, it's at least on the cover. Yes. All right, and the third one I have here is, over the last decade, Black Duck Software, a leader in solutions for securing and managing open source software, has recognized innovative and influential open source projects launched each year through their Rookie of the Year awards. And previous winners have included Docker, Kubernetes, and Ansible, and we are delighted that this year's award recipients included Mozilla's Common Voice project. So that's pretty awesome. And Black Duck was impressed with Common Voice's remarkable accelerated growth, eager and vocal contributors, I guess pun intended, and noteworthy community adoption. So those are the 3 headlines that we wanted to share from ET this week. Thank you.
Thanks, Kadir. And next we have Asa here at Mountain View with the Firefox update. Let me get your...
Thank you, Poch. Good day, everyone. Firefox 5902 is our current in-market release. Fixes a couple of regressions. One was a page rendering problem for users that had clear type disabled. They were seeing sort of pages half empty, and that's fixed, so that's wonderful. We've got a fix for a Windows 7 touchscreen crasher that was our top crasher, and we have a security issue fixed in this release as well. Firefox 60 Beta 8 is the latest beta. Beta 9 is due tomorrow. Those happen on Tuesdays. A reminder, Firefox 60 is our next ESR, and this is probably why we're seeing a lot of uplifts to beta. In the last week, we've had about 50 bugs fixed in beta. Nothing notable for features there, just a lot of regression work. Firefox 61 is in the nightly channel. Over the last week, we've seen 475 bugs fixed. This is about par for the course. We seem to fix between 450 and 500 bugs a week. Including notable fixes in nightly, you can now find and install search engines from the page action menu. This is pretty cool. If you click on the little 3-dot button in the address bar, one of the options there will be to add a search engine if that page offers a search engine. So this is a nice new flow. We fixed a regression that caused your browser to start in a small window and then maximize. If you usually run with maximized windows, sort of a janky experience that I'm glad we got resolved. And we fixed a memory leak regression involving sites using service workers that was slowing down major sites like Facebook and Twitter and others, and costing you a lot of your memory. So if you noticed memory leaks on nightly, those should be much better today. Finally, off the trains, the Facebook container extension, which isolates your Facebook identity from the rest of your web surfing, has seen some dramatic uptake by users. There was, what's the number? 200,000 downloads in the first 3 days, and it's garnered great reviews and press. We're working on an update that should be shipping soon that's going to do things like add the rest of Facebook properties into this container extension. That's it for Firefox this week. Thanks a lot.
All right, and let's see, any more speakers? It does not look like it, but we do have 2 new hires in San Francisco. So I'll send it over to San Francisco, and we'll do those introductions.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. My name is Casey. I am immigration. I'm here introducing Sarah Huffman. She is joining Marshall's team on the data security and compliance team. She will be working with security teams in both product and operational teams to help manage risk and protect our users. She's she's pretty awesome, and she'll be based here in San Francisco. So if you see her, make sure you stop and say hi.
Wonderful. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Grammater. I help run finance. I'm here to introduce Jason Ching. He is our new systems financial applications individual. He'll be doing everything from further integrating Anaplan, which is our financial system of record, as well as Domo to help with visualizations and help with month-end and yearly reporting for actuals. So please welcome Jason.
Wonderful. Welcome. And I think with that, we are all finished for today. So just another happy 20th birthday to Mozilla, and keep on rocking the free web for another 20, another 20 after that. See ya.